and will just kind of smooth, and it really doesn't care about your shape or form. So with this, now that I have a little bit less geometry, I can go and probably manage this a little bit better. Let's see. I'm just going to go and just try to reduce this down a bit more. Just like that one, and this one. So we'll select that, shift right click collapse. Select this guy, control right click, to edge ring and collapse. Alright, so I definitely have a lot less geometry here. So now it should be a little easier for me to kind of just grab the soft mod tool or soft selection tool. Just go ahead and grab that, and then hit to just tap B, and then I can hold down B a little bit and just drag and just kind of make my radius smaller. Wait, come on, almost there. Cool. So now I have this. I'm just gonna go and just kind of just pull that in. And for a lot of my work, I try not to be too light with my movements, at least at first. I try to have a heavier hand. It just makes it a lot easier. Because if I find myself going too light early on, it's just gonna take me forever. And then that's just something you just build up when you're a little comfortable with the project. Sometimes I find that I'm kind of hesitant on a project, and just because I haven't done anything like that before. It's normal. At least for me it is. So I'm kind of liking this a little bit better. It's more flush with the front of the head. Something that I probably would do next, I probably would take the ear and just kind of pull it back from the head, just to give it more dimension. Try to play with as many different planes as you can. So right now, with the ear flush against the head, we're just kind of with the one plane and just kind of rotating out a little bit. Just adds a little more depth to the character. It gives more areas for shading. And things of that sort. So I'm just going to go and let's see. Probably just going to grab my soft mod tool, which is this tool over here, and just kind of click. And I like this tool. It's kind of like the soft selection tool. It's a little nicer because you have some functionality that you don't have with this soft selection tool. Come on, have some feedback issues here. So with this, I'm able to go instead of volume, I'm just going to use surface, and this is a really neat tool to have generally when you're using. Let's see. So I'm kind of pulling this out, and I can get. Let's see. Just kind of pull it out just a tad. And what's cool about the surface function, if I can just kind of show you a quick example. Just gonna frame that. So if I were to grab these guys, just kind of extrude. Whoops. Forget I'm not in XSI. So let's grab some faces, extrude, just scale it out, extrude, bring it up, insert edge loop tool option box, multiple edges, just kind of bring this up. So bam, bam. Alright, so here we have a situation where we have, if I were to grab the soft mod tool and just kind of click up here and just up my radius a bit, you can see with the surface command turned on that it's only going to pay attention to kind of the, it's going to look at the topology of your geometry to determine whether or not it should soft select it or not. regardless of the radius, which is this, when holding down B, which is this giant yellow area. So if I go ahead and turn on my volume, let's see, let me just re-click, there we go. So with volume turned on, it's going to ignore the topology and just go within the volume of your circle. Each mode has its benefits, as you can imagine, just like any other tool. Cool. So I like the change here. Something else I'd probably change. I'd probably come in here, grab a smaller radius, and I probably would want my surface command turned on. Let's see, let's try that again. Let's see if we can get this, kind of pull it in. Ah, let's try it. W. No worries. So then here is probably a good place to use my smooth tool, sculpt geometry tool. Let's grab it and just kind of smooth this out. If it lets me. Just trying to create a separation between the ear and the head, and the side of the head here. Cool. So that's one change. That was kind of the first thing that I saw initially. Something else that I'm looking at just kind of the character he has. It looks like, you know, he's meant to be pretty big, and looking at what we have here around your muzzle, your nasolabial, we're cutting off a lot of the potential roundness that this character can have. I'm looking at this, instead of having this kind of wrap around the face, I'm thinking of kind of having this come out and just kind of fill in this gap here. It's just going to give, it's going to make them less lean and just kind of more overall plump. So one of the things that I like to do in just in my pipe, I like to kind of work low, then build my way up. And when I'm making a drastic change, like pulling all this up, I like to reduce my geometry. Before I do that, let me just grab this smooth, just kind of smooth this out. It looks like I might be due for a little history change. Kind of delete my history here. Yeah, we're kind of chugging a little bit. Come on. It's okay. Oh wow. What a delay. So I'm just going to edit, delete by type history. Just give it a second. Yep, okay, we're good. Yeah, so I'm getting a little updated performance here.